So you've given me no excuses for why I should follow this agreement. Excuse me, you need to be paying attention to what you have not been doing. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you can pay attention at the state jail facility, wondering how I got here.
I will be on top of that. And I will do better. I promise, Your Honor.
Ask you this, what do you think would happen in this world if everybody who has a bill that's overdue decided to steal?
It would be a horrible place.
But, excuse me, there's no need to rub on him, separate. Because the complainant says you had no remorse, zero remorse. You have pled guilty to this offense.
Yes, ma'am.
When you plead guilty to something, you are saying, yes, I did it. So why is it when you don't have the money, your go-to is, let me steal it? And it's not even a stealing of food, eyeliner. What does that have to do with anything? Change your ways. You're going to end up in somebody's jail or somebody's prison. You've got to stop stealing. Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. States Exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
You're my client, judge, is on disability. She is a mother. There's very humble in this case. Nothing that she has even tried to minimize or anything. She understands her role in this and she wants to complete her probation successfully.
All right, what are you on disability for?
I had back and mental. My back and I had surgery and for mental, I had bipolar and
Exactly.
yeah, anxiety, depression.
All right, why do you keep stealing?
There wasn't any reason for it. I didn't have the money.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
didn't have the money and I shouldn't have done it. It was a Halloween outfit for my son.
Okay, so I
There's no
can't
reason.
understand what you're
There
saying.
was no reason at all. No reason.
All right, so why? If there's no reason whatsoever, then why are you stealing?
Don't have a good answer. There's no good reason for it at all.
I mean, well, there has to be a reason because you had to. I looked at the items and the items are not all in one location, so you have to walk around Walmart.
Yeah.
And I think everybody may be familiar with the layout of Walmart. Crayons are not on the same aisle as eyeliner. Eyeliner is usually in the health and beauty department. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you stealing? And this is not the first time.
Mm,
So what's going on with you that you feel the need to take what does not belong to you?
I didn't have the money.
So why is it when you don't have the money, your go-to is, let me steal it? And it's not even a stealing of food, eyeliner. What does that have to do with anything?
That it was one of the items, correct? I'm sorry.
And then there's a theft of taking of glitter.
That was for the Halloween outfit.
All right, well,
It doesn't, I'm sorry.
and how old is your children?
My son is 4.
4?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so 4-year-old is not going to know if they don't go to Halloween or not and go trick or treating from door to door. But I think a 4-year-old will know if their mom is not home because she's at the prison for stealing.
Yes, ma'am.
And then who are the nails for?
I don't remember those items or that item on it.
Do you remember any of the items that you took?
I don't remember exactly, but I believe that there was makeup for my son's outfit, which was a wolf outfit, and to be honest with you, it was.
What does the glitter come in on a wolf outfit?
That's what I don't recall that.
Unless it's Twilight.
Twilight is actually, no.
No, Twilight is the, no,
I'm sorry.
Twilight is the vampires where they added some sort of glitter that is not in any of the vampire lore that I've ever read,
Yes,
but.
ma'am. I'm thinking maybe that was the name on the packaging for that, because it was face paint
Mhm.
for his outfits.
All right, so how are you, who all lives in the house with you?
My son, my youngest son, and my oldest son, and myself.
All right, so you all are just living off of your social security?
I get help with the assistance with housing and my social security, and my oldest son is actually about to be sworn in the Marines, so it's gonna be in the Marines, and yes, that's pretty much what I live off. Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can't steal. It's against the law. And now they're asking for no contact with Walmart, so you will not be able to go to Walmart.
Yes, ma'am.
It's probably gonna have to be Target or Sam's or Costco somewhere else, but no longer you're allowed to go to Walmart. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And that means any Walmart. With regards to the $1,500 fine,
Your Honor, she is indigent, as she just stated. I would ask if you could waive or hold that in abeyance.
all right, the court will sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 2 years. There's a $1,500 fine that'll be probated. Take in consideration 729,758. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Proof of employment or SSI within 30 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. Court is going to order 180 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once she's completed the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be no contact with Walmart. We can do a MIC evaluation out of custody.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then the system is down, but normally for a state jail felony, the court costs will probably run about 300 to, I'll say, 380.
Yes.
If for some reason she's unable to pay that, you'll just have to submit a letter.
Yes, ma'am.
Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. When you want things, you got to work for them. If you don't have any money for it, you would probably be shocked. Sometimes you go up to somebody and you say, hey, I don't have any money. I'm on SSI, or this is what's going on in my life. I'm trying to make a costume for my son. Somebody in Walmart probably would have said, oh, this is $10. Here you go. I'll pay for it. I've seen people do that all the time. But now what you've done is you set yourself back, because now you have to do all of this, and you don't understand. It appears that you don't understand. You're not allowed to steal. I would have ordered a course for you, but I'm going to give you the course now. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. Period. And then there's a criminal trespass. I believe that's the criminal trespass as it relates maybe to Walmart. Here's the thing. When you have something that's a criminal trespass and people tell you you're not allowed back here, don't go. If you do go to a location and the owner asks you to leave, leave. That's your two courses that I'm giving you. Do you understand?
I do.
In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's wait. Thank you.
All right. All right. Defense has filed a motion to set bond. And my understanding, is there an agreement in this case?
Well, there was a recommendation by Jason Garrett that he wrote Sharpie and Blue on that copy.
All right, there's a recommendation from the state of $4,000. Are you in agreement with that bond amount?
Sure.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you need to keep your voice up. State your name for the record.
Janessa Salazar.
All right. So that the record is clear, the court is aware of the defendant's history, because she's currently on bond in this court, and the court has reviewed the previous TAP evaluations. Yes, and she's currently on supervision. So since the last time we spoke, which would have been on June 4th, Have there been any mental health issues with you? Are you on any type of mental health medications? What are you on medications for?
Some depression and anxiety.
Can you swear up a little bit, please? Thank you.
Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna set the bond at $4,000. And I'm gonna do a referral to the Center for Healthcare Services. And Ms. Ferguson, I need a setting for a motion to revoke on this case, please. And you can set it as a contestant if it ultimately is not contested, then we will cross that bridge when we come to it. All right, and I guess she'll be taken into custody. She has a warrant, but I've set the bond.
And I have bond paperwork, Judge, if somebody could saw fit to walk her to the satellite office.
Well, I'm not in charge of transport, but I understand what you're saying. All right,
So take it back now. We'll reject it.
I'll give you.
all right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
It is good. I'm a grandfather now, so.
Oh,
You just
congratulations.
see the wisdom. It's,
I do. It's just flowing off you and you're gonna lose it all because you're gonna give the grandbaby whatever they want.
that's true.
That's what you do, is spoil them, right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then say, here you go.
Hey, it's your turn, you know. Judge, we're here. This is actually was set for Thursday, but since I was going to be here today, I asked her to come in and Norma did a great job.
Okay.
There's some misdemeanor underlying cases that have another attorney that I just want to make sure before I, take care of this, I'd like to talk to them about. There's some issues with those cases, we believe as well.
All right, so what about violation? Because there's a violation of 27
Number 27 would be,
going to Walmart.
and yes, Judge. So that's another issue. The states filed a criminal trespass case. So what I'm asking for is just a 2-week reset if we can to maybe the 10th. I'm going to be back in here and I can talk to the other attorneys, see what we're going to do with this case. And
All right, state, who's the prosecutor
just-
on?
That's the Walmart. And so. Okay, the MTR. Okay.
All right, so this is gonna be set for a contested.
It's fine.
Norma, I need a contested setting on Janessa Salazar, and you're saying the 10th?
Well, if it's going to be contested, Judge, then can I get a little more time, please?
All right, the 19th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, contested probation, contested hearing on Salazar for the 19th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Come forward, please. All right, why is she raising her hand? Is she here on Janessa Salazar?
Oh, you have to invite her daughters here.
Oh, okay. All right, hi. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 3821, State versus Janessa Salazar. Can I have parties announced for the record?
For the state of Texas, sir.
Nick Aguilar on behalf of the Honorable Janessa Salazar.
And are you Ms. Salazar?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Janessa Salazar who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 3821 for the offense of theft of property, $1,500, 2 or more previous convictions
Yes,
on
ma'am.
June 4th, 2024 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, for the state?
Jason Garahan for the state, Your Honor. Would you like me to read the violated condition,
Yes.
Your Honor? Violated condition number 8. On or about the 4th day of May 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Denisa Salazar departed Bear County without permission of the court and or supervision officer, in violation of condition number 8.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Is that a true?
Yes.
And Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 8, the court could find it true, grant the motion and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility
Yes, ma'am.
and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 8?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 8 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. Revoke the individual offer of probation, sentence her to 1 year in the state jail facility. And move that the state will take in consideration cause number 2025 CR 007324, which is a theft of property enhanced.
And counsel, is that the agreement?
That's our agreement, subject to your approval.
And Ms. Salazar, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give would be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. Are you asking the court to follow this agreement that you've reached with the state?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will revoke, sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, take in consideration 2025 CR 007324. Give you credit for any time served. And there's to be no contact with Walmart.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have any questions over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. If you don't change your ways, you're going to end up in somebody's jail or somebody's prison. You've got to stop stealing. If you want things, you need to get a job and work for things. If you don't work for things, then you don't have things. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a seat up there, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good one. We're here on a motion to amend bond conditions for work, correct?
Well, Judge, he doesn't have any restrictions on travel. We just wanted to file it in abundance of caution because he travels outside of Texas, and we just wanted to make sure that there are no issues with the court, but he does not have any restrictions on travel.
Judge, we're gonna leave it up to the court's discretion, it sounds like, from what the defense has shown us.
Clause number NIGhtMAC 750633, State of Texas versus Diego Chavez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Guillermo Lara from Mr. Chavez.
Are you Diego Chavez? Are you Diego Chavez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Chavez is appearing by Zoom. Any objection to your client appearing by Zoom?
No, Judge.
State?
I know, Your Honor.
All right, the court is in receipt of a motion to amend bond condition allowing for travel for work.
Yeah.
Any objections to the motion to amend bond condition? State?
No, Judge, my understanding is that the defendant doesn't have any travel restrictions currently placed on him. And then again, my understanding is that he's leaving sometime in July for a 8-month period to Phoenix, Arizona.
All right, Mr. Chavez, are you
Yes.
currently in Bear County?
No, not at the moment.
All right, so he's already left for work. And here's the thing, Mr. Chavez. Yes,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
do set bond conditions, but the bond conditions that were set for you were not restriction on your travel. So since that's not a restriction, yes, you can travel for work. Whether or not you can
appreciate
go off the record. Here's the thing, your bondsman, whatever contract you have with your bondsman is the contract you have with your bondsman. I'm not in control of that. If your bondsman does not want you to
Okay.
travel for work, then that's completely up to your bondsman. But the court has not put you on work restrictions. So the only thing you need to be concerned about is when you're supposed to be in court, you have to show up for court.
Absolutely.
All right, and counsel, if we have a court date and we're here for discovery or something of that nature, and it's not for a jury trial, and he's out of state working, he can appear by Zoom unless someone has some objections to that.
Thank you, Judge. I'll make sure to let him know.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank
Stay
you.
hydrated.
I sure will. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And I don't like to be involved in agreement.
Yes.
But, excuse me, there's no need to rub on him, separate. All right, so is it, good morning. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 001789 State versus Diego Chavez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Guillermo Lara from Mr. Chavez, Your Honor, we're ready.
And are you Mr. Chavez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty on September 8th. PSI and TAP evaluation was completed. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI and TAP evaluation?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Chavez earlier today, and I did discuss some of the recommendations that were made by probation, specifically the fact that they want Mr. Chavez to have some type of outpatient treatment with his insurance company right now that he has. He has a very good job working for Tesla, well, as a subcontractor for Tesla. And that opportunity would give him the opportunity to show the court that not only could he comply with those conditions that probation is asking of him, he also recognized, and I did discuss with him, the DWI issue and the alcohol issue. He did speak to me candidly and say, I didn't think that I had a problem, but as far as the recommendation for probation, he sees how they could come to the court and suggest, look, if at the time of the incident, you had alcohol in your system, not only did you have alcohol in your system, you have a previous DWI, that is also something that would indicate that a DWI program potentially could be helpful for Mr. Chavez in succeeding on this deferred adjudication. And we would ask this court to consider that Mr. Chavez is willing not only to do the recommendations suggested by probation, but he's asking this court to give him an opportunity to continue with his work because, again, he has 3 children. He is behind on his child support, Your Honor. From the PSR, I did ask him, and he did verify that he is behind that $6,000 on his child support. He did indicate that now that he has this job and he's working full time, that gives him an opportunity to not only chip away at that amount, but also to give a little bit more to that child support amount that he's paying for his child. We asked this court to consider the fact that he does not have any prior felony convictions, Your Honor, and we would ask this court to follow the agreement with the prosecutor in this case, Your Honor, for deferred adjudication.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Diego Chavez.
All right, so what did you do wrong?
I had a firearm when I should have not had it with me at the time, and I believe that I'm not a bad person, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to prove that I deserve a second chance and that I am a good person.
But no. You're saying you had a gun and you should not have had a gun. Because in the PSI report, the complainant is stating that you're not taking any account of your actions. So you're not here today because you had a gun, right?
Right.
So why are you here today?
I'm here today because I was stopped for they had accused me of pointing a gun at two.
Well, here's the thing. Let me stop you right there. You entered a plea of guilty. So your attorney will tell you, and I've been a defense attorney before, either you're falling on the sword or you're not. Now, your attorney has reviewed the PSI report. I'm assuming you've reviewed the PSI report. And let me just tell you, the complainant on page 4, did you read what the complainant said about you?
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you here? Because the complainant says you had no remorse, 0 remorse, and that you put several people's lives at risk, including a senior living facility that was nearby. So why are we here?
I'm here to take action in anything I need to do. I believe that
No, I mean, you're here to take action if I follow this agreement and place you on probation. But why would I even, let's start here. Why would I even put you on probation? Because it seems from what you're telling me, the police just came out of the blue, pulled you over, and they pulled you over and you had a weapon in your car. It seems to me, if that's the case, then maybe you should be in misdemeanor court, not in felony court. So there has to be something that has occurred for you to be in felony court, other than, because your attorney is saying you don't have any felonies. So other than you're just driving around with a weapon, because if you're just driving around with a weapon, then maybe, depending on the facts, maybe it's unlawfully carrying of a weapon, which is a misdemeanor, but you're here for a felony. So I'm trying to figure out mentally, why do you think you are here?
I believe, I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and, I wasn't trying to intend to hurt anyone in any kind of way. And just in the position that I was in, it makes me look like a bad person, but,
Here's the thing. People always say they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And honestly, when you think about it, if somebody is at, hypothetically, if somebody is at a fast food restaurant and somebody pulls a gun on them, they're not in the wrong place at the right time. They're there just trying to enjoy their life, and somebody comes in and pulls a weapon on them, right?
that's fine.
So I have yet to think of a scenario in my head where people are at the wrong place at the wrong time. Unless this is Star Trek and we're doing a time continuum. Otherwise, you were at this location according to what you stipulated to. There was a disagreement or something, and you put a gun on somebody. That's why we're here.
Yes, sir.
We're not here because you were driving around in a vehicle and you just had a weapon and that was it. We're here for that. Why is it so hard for you to say that?
I guess my wording, I shouldn't have took the action how I did, and,
And what action did you take that was in an inappropriate action?
that I had a weapon on me that, I mean, in the situation that I was in, I felt that my life was in danger.
Oh, then maybe we shouldn't be here. Maybe you should be at a jury trial and you should be arguing self-defense. See, here's the problem. You have pled guilty to this offense.
Yes, ma'am.
When you plead guilty to something, you are saying, yes, I did it. Now, sometimes it's not a guilty verdict. It's you're at a jury trial, you're saying, yes, I did it, but let me give you my self-defense issue, or let me give you my justification. I did it, but this is why I shouldn't be punished for it, because legally I had a right to do what I did. So this is what we're going to do.
That's fine.
We're going to come back, and counsel, you can appear by Zoom. We're going to come back at 1:30 and you need to think about this. Because what I'm telling you is, according to the PSI report, the complainant is saying you shown zero remorse. And right now it appears to the court, and I may be wrong, sometimes people get very nervous. It appears to the court that you're not accepting any responsibility for anything, even though you've pled guilty to it. And once you pled guilty, what I can tell you, you all have an agreement that you receive a form of probation. You know, either I'll follow it or I won't follow it. So now is not the time to hedge your bets, right? You've gone past the point of jury trial. Now, what I can tell you, if I don't follow this, then the fact that you entered a plea, it can't be used against you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'll see y'all back at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. State versus Diego Chavez. Could I have parties re-announced for the record, please?
Gallery for the state.
Guillermo Lara for the defendant, Your Honor.
All right, have you had a chance to gather your thoughts?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you wish to say, Mr. Chavez?
I would say to have a second chance to prove myself that I am a good person. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to not only better myself, but be a good role model for my family, my kids.
But why are we here?
We are here because I pointed a firearm to security officers, and I understand that I put their life in jeopardy and everyone around them. And I'm sorry for what I've done.
Now, was that so hard to say?
Oh, Your Honor.
Any questions, State?
No, Judge.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, not from the defense.
All right, are you employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I am an electrician for a temporary company that works in Tesla.
Mhm. And so what do they have you do? Do you work at the Tesla location or do,
Yes, Your Honor. I distribute power for wherever they need any location in the vicinity.
And do you have children?
Yes, Your Honor, I have three.
All right, what are their ages?
15. One's about to turn 18 on Christmas Eve, and 19, my oldest. And I have full custody of my middle child.
All right, and who lives in the household with you?
My wife and my daughter who I have custody of.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. Outside the agreement is the length of probation. The state is asking for 5 years.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement is the length of probation. The state is asking for 5 years.
That's correct, Judge.
All right, so you're in agreement with the 5 years?
Judge, I believe that the state was not opposed if he complied with all conditions and finished everything early, that they were not opposed to early termination.
All right. Then the court will sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. There's $1,000 fine, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order anger management. Once that's completed, 100 hours redeemed satisfied. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the remaining community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'm clean, Your Honor.
There's to be no contact with the complainants. And of course, while you're on probation, you're not allowed to possess firearms. That means that you cannot have firearms in your home. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there is to be outpatient treatment, and that's with your private provider. And you're to sign a release for probation. And there's to be sober support meetings. All right, field visits, 1 time per month for 6 months. And I know as part of their agreement, outside of it, they wanted a mental health evaluation. I don't know if a mental health evaluation was completed. If it wasn't, we can do a mental health evaluation out of custody. All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there is an issue, you need to let your probation officer know. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you feel they're not addressing that issue, you can always come to court, but do not disappear on probation. You understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you again. And
You're
happy
welcome.
birthday.
Oh, thank you. Be the same Juan Carlos Aguirre Jr., who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 12202
Here.
for the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation on March 3rd, 2021 for a period of 3 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, violation of condition number 15. On or about the 12th day of May 2021 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Juan Carlos Aguirre Jr. did then and there fail to attend, comply with all rules, regulations, instructions, and financial agreements as directed by the court and or supervision officer and or the head of or authorized personnel of the following counseling education program, state accredited battering intervention and prevention program in violation of condition number 15.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. State will waive the remaining violations, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 15, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 15?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition 15 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. That is to revoke the defendant's probation, adjudicate him guilty, and sentence him to 5 years TDC.
All right, so why should I give him 5 years? Because The complainant in this case is the same complainant that he has the new case on. And so why should I do this?
Judge, if we're speaking about this probation, this deferred adjudication, Mr. Geary was doing the things he was supposed to be doing at the time. He was enrolled in BIP. In fact, if you look at the records, I believe he did all but 4 classes of the BIP. But because of other circumstances, the MTR was filed on him, and he did not complete it. There were some other things going on in his home life and stuff. I believe had some family health issues and stuff, but he was doing the things he was supposed to be doing. He just didn't complete it because of the circumstances. So that makes him not a good candidate for probation. But I don't think to punish him in excess for something that's occurred after this probation expired is fundamentally fair on the original deferred.
No, I mean, because he hasn't learned anything. And I don't know what's happening in his relationships, but it doesn't appear he's learned anything. And I don't know why I should sentence him to just 5 years when he's been sentenced on assault family household member with a previous conviction, which means there's a previous conviction. And it's against the same complainant that he's on probation for. State, why should I give him 5 years?
It just seemed that in the best interest, considering, yes, it's the same victim, but for efficiency of judicial purposes for both cases to run concurrently together.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding 15 true. The court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to $1,000 fine, time and money run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 011524. There should be no contact with Anissa Guerra. There should be no residing in a household with minors. There should be no unsupervised contact with minors, and the court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, for the most
You do
part.
have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is that as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence and a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're gonna have to start making better decisions. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in and out of somebody's prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And your relationship with her is over.
Oh,
You
yes,
understand?
ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 1707, State of Texas versus Regina Weaver. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? All right, so I have a few questions. So do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
21, 14, 9, 8, and 7.
All right, and where are they? Who do they live with?
My 14-year-old lives with me. My 21-year-old is out of the house, and I share custody with the younger 3.
If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you're going to get drug tested. Here's the thing, you need to be honest with me.
Yes, ma'am. The medication that I take, I don't know how it comes up on the test, but I do take medications
For what?
for anxiety and depression.
I'm sorry, what?
Anxiety and depression.
And so
And
what
then-
were you doing with meth? I don't know how they missed that at the jail, but they say it was found when they were doing cell checks at the jail, and that you were attempting to flush something down the toilet.
I had just come back from the hospital having an x-ray done, and it was found in the cell with me. There was nothing found on me. It was in the cell, and I'm not too sure. We-
Well, I think what her real question is, you've used meth, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because
So-
it's saying that it was found inside her bra.
Yes, I think it stated that it was being flushed down the toilet and that it was found inside a bra. I think she's I don't know. I mean, she may say differently. I think her concern is the drugs, right? Using drugs, and she wants to tell you to tell her if.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Yes.
understand, because what I'm reading, the stipulations that you stipulated to, it says, detention staff were conducting cell checks and they noticed you attempting to flush something down the toilet. Detention guard Garcia then requested for additional help in restraining you and retrieving E2. I was then advised the detention staff then conducted a strip search of everyone in the cell and located E1 inside AP1's bra. I was then advised that AP told the detention guards that E2 was located inside her underwear. So they're saying that you told them it was located in your underwear, both locations which would constitute a strip search. So they're saying they found it in the underwear and the bra.
So
And then
Judge,
what?
if I may, I'm sorry, and I had trouble with this first. When they said underwear and she admitted to underwear,
Mhm.
I don't think they ever found it in her, excuse my, like her panties. But some people, when they say underwear, they mean bra and panties or underwear. And some people, it's like your panties. So when she said underwear, I think she was referring to her bra, not, I don't think anyone is saying that they found it in her panties area.
Well, I'm reading what I'm reading from the police report is that they're saying bra and underwear, and they said both locations.
Yeah, so Judge, I literally, I don't think it says they found it in both. I think she says I admitted it with underwear, and I don't mean to make a mountain out of a molehill, but I think when she says she admitted it was in her underwear, she means she's admitting that it's in her bra. And I don't think that the state would say, nor does anyone saying that
So
they.
here's the thing, that what I'm reading in the report, whether it's underwear or bra, it's on her.
Yes,
And it's not something from the hospital because they're saying it was in clear bagging. Unless the hospital has started putting their medications in clear baggies.
No, ma'am. It was in a wrapper for a sanitary napkin.
Okay.
And it was in the cell with me. I do have an issue with I used previously. But since then I've stopped using and attempted to get things back on track.
Okay. So are you employed?
No, ma'am, not currently. I was on full house arrest.
All right. So have you ever had employment?
Yes.
Doing what?
I was a server for a restaurant for a while, and then for the past, I want to say, a year or so, I haven't.
Speak up, ma'am.
Yes, for the past year or so, I haven't been employed just because I was trying to. I actually lived in Beeville, and then I moved back here to San Antonio. While I was moving, was when this incident occurred.
All right. Who lives with you with your children?
Myself and my grandfather.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be a referral to felony drug court. She can do that out of custody. Do not miss that appointment. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And there'll be a TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow recommendations. And you need to let felony drug court know about your drug history and your drug issues. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a $500 fine that will be probated. I'm going to order the UA hotline until further notice. And we're going to have you do a drug test today. No later than 3 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
And they'll give you the location.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Field visits. one time per month until in treatment. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once you complete the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Once you've started parenting classes, your counsel can approach me about that and I'll consider changing that. Take in consideration 2024 CR 2832.
Judge, I'm sorry, may I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm sorry, when you say no unsupervised contact, you mean minors besides her children? Because
Children, period. So she says she lives with her grandfather, so I'm assuming her grandfather is there.
but I think her testimony is their 14-year-old is currently with her.
Yes.
I don't know what we do with a 14-year-old.
But no, she said that she was, I said, who's living with you and your children? And she said her the grandfather.
Yeah.
So my concern, if the court says no unsupervised contact, so the grandfather is sufficient to satisfy. All right, I'm just making sure I don't set her up for failure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Take in consideration 2024 CR 2832. And there's to be restitution, if any, to the Bexar County Laboratory for drug testing. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you have an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you that are going to go over conditions. All right, who's here on Michelle Davis? Yes, Miss Davis, come up. Right. And are you Stephanie Clee? And states motion a supplement pending motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Stephanie Clee who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 8049 for the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced on September 22nd, 2022 for a period of 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Honor about, violating condition number 2, honor about the 18th day of May 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Stephanie Clee, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. And the state will waive and abandon the other allegations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to $1,000 fine and 1 year in the state jail facility?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending that the conditions be, to deny the motion and that the conditions be altered and amended for a 6 months extension of the community supervision and a 30-day jail sanction with credit for time served. And she has been in jail the last 30 days, and a BIPP course. And taking that into consideration, the state is making a motion to dismiss night mag number 719294.
719294. And what is that offense?
That's a assault family second offense.
And who is the complainant in that case?
Her name is
Laura Sabatino, Your Honor.
Nora?
Laura, Laura, and I just spoke with her, and she is aware of this situation.
Okay, and what's the last name?
Sabatino, Sabatino.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes. Yes.
You
ma'am.
can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Stephanie Clee.
All right, who is Laura Sabatino to you?
She is my partner, girlfriend.
All right. And do you currently live with her?
Yes, ma'am.
And does she want her living with her?
I believe she does, yes, Your Honor.
So I realize y'all are taking that in consideration, but part of my job is to make sure that everyone is protected. So with regards to that case, were there any injuries?
There was some redness, not serious injuries or anything.
All right, was there alcohol or anything involved with that?
I don't believe there's immediate evidence that there was alcohol involved.
All right, why are you doing poorly on probation? Because there are other allegations that the state could have proceeded on and they did not. So why are you doing poorly? Why are you not taking your drug testing?
Your Honor, I was taking care of my father and I had a lot of stress and I didn't have a vehicle at the time. So it was hard getting around.
Did you call probation and tell them that?
Yes, ma'am.
So you called and told them, I'm not going to do drug testing because I'm taking care of my father and there are other issues I have going on?
Well, no, ma'am, but I did keep in contact with my probation officer and let her know that I did not have a vehicle, but I did show up, on time.
Are you employed?
I do Uber and DoorDash right now. That's
All
what I
right.
was doing.
No, were you employed July 2nd, 2023?
No, ma'am.
September?
Yes, the end of September.
All right. So how much were you being paid?
Not much. I was doing just maybe 2 days a week. So
Why didn't you take the VIA bus?
Excuse me?
Why didn't you take the VIA bus to probation? VIA, when I was riding VIA, I think it was $1. They may have gone up to $2.
Yes, ma'am.
That's cheaper than gas. So why didn't you go and do your UA with probation? Because when people don't do UAs in court, that tells me that there's a drug issue going on, because otherwise you would do your UAs.
Well, the ones I did take, I was negative.
Mhm.
I know what you're saying, though, Your Honor. Yes, with all due respect.
So you've given me no excuses for why I should follow this agreement. You picked up a new case. The state is taking it into consideration. And you're not doing your UAs. Has she done anything?
I would like to point out, Your Honor,
Can I say something?
Just 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
it indicates she hasn't registered from the best course. She would be did her TAP evaluation and she has not been registered yet to the IOP because of the
Excuse me. You need to be paying attention to what you have not been doing. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you can pay attention at the state jail facility, wondering how I got here. All right, so what else?
Have not enrolled her into the IOP because of Wisconsin. And then it doesn't indicate she provided proof of employment.
All right, so do you need an updated TAP or no?
And I'm sorry, Judge, all of the community services are still outstanding.
So do you need an updated TAP? All right. And there appears that there was something you wanted to say?
Your Honor, yes, I did complete the first theft class. That should be on record, but the other one was like $300 and I was working on completing that. And I will do my community service. I will be on top of that. And I will do better. I promise, Your Honor.
All right, the court will deny the motion, alter them in conditions, extend her for a year. You're to enroll in the BIPP course no later than, all right, and you're going to do 90 sober support meetings in 90 days. And if Miss Laura Sabatino wants to have contact with you, then she'll need to come into the court to express that to the court.
Your Honor, she's here now. I don't know if you want to talk to her now. From what I understand is that they live together. They help take care of her elderly father. She's power of attorney of her 76-year-old father who needs help on his day-to-day activities. Laura Sabatino's now, if you'd like to talk to her, I'm sure she would love to change that to no harmful or injurious contact. If you want to talk to her another day,
Yeah, we'll have to set it for another day because I don't have any police reports or any facts on that. But once, if you'll set that with Ms. Ferguson, we'll get it on the docket as soon as possible. We'll probably be able to get it on the docket for next week. All right. And then if we'll set it next week, then we can do a check-in on how she's doing. Norma, can you recall this for November? What date would be best to recall her for to see how she's doing probation?
For next week, Your Honor, as far as, I mean,
Having enrolled in everything or had the process started?
this calendar, I don't know if they'll be able to get her in next week.
Okay.
She's not set for her appointment, so I just try to make sure that she understands she needs to contact them right after court
Okay.
and go from there.
Okay. All right. Well, whenever you want to put it on the docket for Miss Sabatino, just let the court know. Well, he said he's going to file a motion so that she can have contact with Miss Sabatino. Yes. All right. Thank you. All right, the 2022 CR 8049 State versus Stephanie Cleed. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Edelman.
Defense?
Donald Wilson for the defense.
And are you Ms. Cleed?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, I did.
And did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Stephanie Cleed who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 8049 for the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced on September 22nd, 2022 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
On or about the 8th day of November 2023 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Stephanie Cleed committed the offense of theft in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State waives the remaining violation allegations, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility and
Yes,
up to
ma'am.
$1,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. All right, is there a proposed agreement?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
Revocation and imposition of the underlying sentence, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, Ms. Cleed would like an opportunity to discuss with you the issues that have been going on in her life that cause hardships and various other problems, and ask the court to consider other options.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Stephanie Cleed.
All right. Yes, what would you like to
And she
say?
has drafted a letter that she would like me to give to you, and then she would like to just sort of explain it.
Your Honor, I would have much rather said it words and looking you in the eye, but I get tongue tied and a little nervous.
Oh, no, that's no problem. All right, what would you like to say? Or is you just wanted me to read the letter?
Yes, ma'am. And I also wanted to ask you if you could please consider letting me back out on probation. I think a year state jail or a TDC time, I think that's just like a way out. I mean, I really feel like the structure of probation is what I need right now. I take full responsibility for this current theft. I take full responsibility for what I've done.
So why would you commit a theft and you're on probation for that?
Well, Your Honor, to be honest with you, I didn't have the money, and I was gonna sell the items to pay for rent that was already past due.
So why didn't you sell items to pay for rent that was passed through?
Why did I?
Yeah, why didn't you?
Well, because I had stolen the items. I was gonna steal the items and
So let me ask you this. What do you think would happen in this world if everybody who has a bill that's overdue decided to steal?
it would be a horrible place.
Mhm.
Yes, and Your Honor, I take full responsibility for that. The saying, it's never too late, I guess, to change. You know, I'm 47 years old and I really have learned my lesson. Like, I don't want to do that anymore.
All right, this is what the court is gonna do. The court is gonna grant the motion. The court is gonna sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Could I ask one thing?
Sure.
Could I be credited for the time served that I've already served?
Well,
Or
you're
time.
legally entitled to any credit that you've been in custody for.
Okay,
All right.
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, State, what is happening with the new cases she has? And counsel?
Rejecting them, Your Honor,
All right.
and I am filling out.
Hey,
the rejection.